Hey guys, oh gosh, I forgot how to make videos. Wow, okay, I forgot how to do my own intro. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Hello, my dear acquaintances. I have a notebook because I got a lot to say, and I don't even know if anybody cares to watch, but I gotta do this video first before I continue with my regular videos. Because I do still have a lot of videos in mind and a lot of backed up videos that I wanted to do, but I can't. I gotta get this off my chest first. It's like the watch, but okay. My mental health had been slowly declining for quite a while now. But I was able to kind of like save it with traveling and making videos, and I thought that I was doing better. And I had a decent job, I had a car, I had a decent amount of money in my bank account. Like, I was doing fine, and I was ready to get ready and start my life. Then 2020 hit, and it took all of that from me. My money, my car, my job, um, traveling, which was my only thing that I really, really like to do, and that kind of kept me going in the morning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but sometimes I feel like I can't complain because, like I said, I still have a roof over my head. I still have a family that's doing well. None of my families got sick, which is great. Honestly, on the grand scheme of things, I'm doing fine. But mentally, I couldn't figure out why I was still so broken. You know what I mean? Like, my mind was just so defeated, and just, and then with everything else going on in the world, couldn't I couldn't breathe. Like, it was like, it's like dumping trash into an island that has nowhere to like release the trash or like get rid of the trash, but you keep putting more and more trash onto the island. Like, you can't do that without any type of release. Like I said, I've been feeling like this for quite some time, like even before 2020 started, and most of it was down to two things: unfulfillment and body image issues. And I never had body image issues when I was younger, and I still remember that mindset before social media because I wasn't really in social media when I was younger. And yeah, once I got into relationships, once I got into more like Instagram, and um, started to try to build a business through social media, so I had to be on it all the time, all the time, all the time. Yeah, that kind of did it for me. And like constantly feeling like comparing myself to all these girls. Like, I'm not curvy enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. And that was kind of like slowly pinning the nail in the coffin. This feeling that I have, it's the fact, like, I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but I genuinely don't really have any strong passions or a drive for one particular thing, if that makes sense. Like, there are simple things that I want to do in life that keeps me going, if that makes sense. Like, there's not one particular job that I want to do for the rest of my life. There's not one particular thing that I want to do that it's like I have a set goal and that's what I'm gonna do. Like, Like some people already know they want to be doctors, some people want to be lawyers, some people want to be a plumber, and then they've already started and now their lives are like so much better for it. Like there's nothing, I always tell my friends, like there's nothing in this that this world can offer me mainstream wise that I want. There's nothing that I want. Having that kind of mindset is really, really hard. Because it's like nothing you do like feels good. Like nothing I do is fulfilling. And then having also the body image issues, like my mental state was just I felt like I was just born in the wrong era, or I was the wrong person to be born, because I was like, I don't know what I want from this world, because I don't want anything. It's like if I could just like go in the woods, set up a tent, and be done, I would be totally fine. If I can live in a tiny house and have just a few things, that's fine. Like there's nothing that the mainstream offers I wanted. But the world was telling me that I needed to want these things. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Slowly over time, I was feeling like I was losing myself. And even when I got into relationships, I feel like I just kind of I held on to that and kind of made whatever that person's passions and dreams and whatever, I would try to make those come true. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have any. Um, and then I started to realize that's a very toxic mentality. If anybody is like this, please don't do that. Don't do that. It's because once you're no longer with that person, it's more devastating. You know? It's very devastating, because then it's not like you're losing just that person, you're losing the only drive that you had that wasn't even yours to begin with. As my mental health, and I think you can tell like in my past videos, as my mental health started declining, I slowly, like my enthusiasm in my videos, I don't know if anybody can tell, but I can tell, compared to like watching my last, like when I first started making videos, and how much fun it was and how much I enjoyed it, and the editing process and everything. Like I loved it, and I could tell through my videos. And then I can see my videos now, it's not as creative anymore. It's not as fun anymore. I don't, like I just can tell with my energy, it's not there. And the creativity is not there. And I felt like I noticed my views started going down, and rightfully so. Like I didn't care one bit about those videos. I just felt like I could have done so much better. I could have been so much more creative, and I wasn't. I stopped trying. But yeah, I just eventually, after my last video, I think I was like my brain has pretty much, like, I was at the tipping point of a breakdown. A few days after that, I think, because I had already been having breakdowns night after night. Like I would have a few days where I'm feeling good, then another breakdown at night where I'm just sobbing and I'm so sad. And I was trying to keep it together. I was trying so hard to keep it together, and so hard in telling myself that, that there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that the world is crazy. Once the world adjusts itself, then I can adjust myself. Or like I was always trying to put it on outside resources. Like everything is so out of my control, but once it gets into my control, then it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. With my experience, I relied on my spiritual beliefs, and I was like, everything works for a reason. Everything has always worked for a reason, but I just don't see that reason right now. But none of those excuses were enough. None of them were enough. And shortly after the last video I posted before this, I finally just broke. I didn't want to make videos anymore. I didn't want to do anything anymore because I thought people didn't care. I thought, like, why do I make videos? Like, because nobody cares. Nobody cares about what I have to say. Like, nobody notices even if I'm gone. So what's the point of making videos, you know? That was my mindset. Now we're on to the breakdown. The final breakdown. The thing that broke the camel's back. I completely shut down. I was done. I was done with everything. I was done with basically life. I was done. I was over it. A girl who's not passionate about anything. I was like, how am I gonna survive a world like this? Like, how am I ever gonna feel fulfilled? How am I ever gonna survive in this world? And I kind of just gave up. I just figured, you know, I was the wrong sperm that got to the egg. Or I just thought maybe my mind is broken. I don't know. But I just thought that my situation and me, I thought that I couldn't be fixed. And I was done, because if you can't fix a broken tool, what do? You throw it away. So that was my mindset for a minute while I was not on social media. And I officially just signed off of Instagram. Like, on my Instagram, there's a flyer right there. But on my Instagram, I wrote a thing saying like, hey, I'm not coming back, or something like that. And I just left that Instagram. I've been meaning to do that for a while though. And I'm going to explain why in a minute, but I've been meaning to do that for a very, very, very long time. And, yeah, so I completely left Instagram. And I completely stopped making videos. I stopped even coming up with ideas. I stopped I was trying to erase myself from the world. Basically, I was just trying to make it as if I didn't exist anymore, socially wise, I guess. I had felt like such a failure. I had felt so broken, like something is like mentally wrong with me. Like, why is it that everybody has figured out what they want to do and I can't even come up with like one thing, or just settle down on one thing? And there's not just one thing that I'm decent at. Like, I'm not gonna say good, I don't even know, but there are things that I enjoy doing. I don't know. And I was just comparing myself to everybody around me, and that was just sinking me like deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into this pit, and I was not trying to get out of it anymore. That's the state I was in. And I felt so bad. Like, I don't know if anybody feels like can understand this, but I felt so bad for feeling bad, because I've had some of my previous friends who have gone through so much worse recently, like the past 2 years, even before this, and then this year, and they have gone through something so much worse. And I'm like, I have no reason to be this sad, because I have everything. I have everything that I need, but nothing that I want. And I feel like I was acting like a spoiled child, you know? So I didn't tell anybody how I was feeling, like, at least in detail, in depth. I never told anybody, because I felt bad that I felt this way. But I did. I wasn't gonna tell anybody what my plan was. My mind was like locked and set. and was trying to set the plan in motion. Okay, sorry, dropped my phone. Anyway, back on topic. Yeah. I was already set in motion to what I was going to do. And mine was locked. Now, I am a very spiritual person. I'm not religious. So I had my conversation with God, the universe, whoever was listening at the time. I had my conversation with him, and I basically told him, like, I'm a ticking time bomb right now. I already have my mind set of what I'm going to do, and you have until this date to convince me otherwise. And I was done. That was it. Yeah, and I can even, like, when I was at work, I was so frustrated with everything. When I was at work, this lady, she only plays church music. That's the only thing she ever plays. But this one particular day, after I had that conversation, she was playing, because I never listen to her to anything that she's playing. But when I was doing my job around her, she was playing "Don't Worry About a Thing, 'cause every little thing, hey, it's gonna be alright. Hey." Like, I looked up, I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, I believe it when I see it. Completely dismissed it. I was like, you ain't convinced me yet. Anyway, that's kind of how I am. Once I set my mind to something, I'm open to changing, but it's set. The climb back up. Strangely, I hadn't even realized that I had already started the process of climbing back up without knowing, even being in the depths of that pool of darkness. Because I had already got rid of the one thing that was already sending me down that dark hole, which was Instagram. If you have an Instagram and you're feeling really self-conscious about your body, just get rid of the app. I'm telling you, it's hard at first because I was like, if I get rid of it, then I'm going to miss out on a lot of things. You're not missing out on anything. You're missing out on other people's lives, yes, but you need to focus on your own. Like, your life can be very interesting too. You don't need to look at other people's. Quit being so dang nosy, okay? Stop being nosy. Focus on your own life. And it was very hard for me to do that, especially because I was trying to start a business online. But I was also destroying it, my business, because I couldn't mentally do what was needed to do. And I was so distracted with everything else and all the noise going on around me. So I had already stopped. I had already started erasing my online footprint, and I had noticed that I had stopped comparing my body. Like, my body issues just kind of like like, I wasn't as focused on my body as I was before because I didn't know what to compare it to. I was like, it's just my family here, and I was like, who do I look for to tell me what's beautiful? Who tells me what's beautiful? Right here. I do. So that was a huge turning point, and I didn't even notice that I was already starting to shift my mind. Also, the really big turning point that even made me cancel, I will say, put my plans on hold at the time, was that I had saw a video, and I wish for the life of me I can't even remember what was in that video. I can't even remember what the video was. I thought I liked it on my Instagram. Oh no, I thought I liked it on YouTube. I can't find it anywhere. I literally cannot find this video at all. And I really wish I could like show it to you. But I saw a motivational video online. And it was just a regular type of thing. And I don't know what resonated in me, but it turned on a switch. And that was like, okay, okay. You have a home, you have a lovely family, there's hope. And like you're not the average type of person, but you know what you want out of life. And it's not the traditional thing. Like I don't care about the job, I don't care about anything else, but I want to do van lifing. I want to continue making YouTube videos. I want to continue like building a geodome and buying my own land. And it's like all of a sudden I started remembering these things. I was like, I want a child, eventually one life. I want to figure out what it's like to be in a healthy relationship. I want these things. I want to learn how to live. And I started remembering those things, and I was like, that's still possible. Even though I feel like it's not. Like, I mean, yes, you're in a rut right now, but the fact that you were even fighting for this long to get out of it is maybe like a promising thing. I don't know. So I had made it a mission for myself. I was like, okay, everything is out of my control right now. So this was the turning point. This was the whole reason I got to the point I am right now. I was like, okay, everything has gone to absolute ish. Everything's hitting the fan. Like, the world is on fire, literally. Okay. There's nothing I can do to control that. I cannot control anything around me right now. But you know what I can control? Me. Hamilton said it best. I am the one thing that I can control. I may not care for, the mainstream things, but I care for experience. And there's a lot of things in this life that I want to experience, at least. Before I willingly don't have a choice not to, I mean? Like, if things end sooner than expected, then I would have wasted all that time being sad and mopey. Now it's not even my choice to not experience those things. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that makes sense. But I started to know I wanted to then master my mind and my body. And I was like, I want control over my mind. I have high anxiety. Anybody who has high anxiety, raise your hand. I have high anxiety, social anxiety, which is kind of like amped up this downhill spiral and kind of like sped it even faster. But I wanted to master my mind and master my body as well. And I started doing that through yoga and meditation. See, my body fluctuates. 1 minute I'm super thin, 1 minute I'm really bloated, really big. And this year I've had no control over my body whatsoever. I think this was the most fluctuation I've ever had in my life, because I didn't tell anybody this, but I have a issue going on in my body right now that I'm hopefully going to get fixed soon, which is causing my weight to fluctuate a lot. And it sucked. It sucked. So the minute I started, and I'm not kidding you, I'm not even fronting on this. The minute I just threw up my hands and said, I'm gonna love my body for whatever it is. Because the times I have pictures of when I was thinner and I thought I was fat. I have pictures when I was bigger and I thought I looked fine. Like I realized no matter the way I looked, no matter what size I was, no matter how long my hair was, I never felt pretty. I was like, I never felt good about myself. Like when I started curving out more, and I started getting more curvy, but I was gaining weight, I was still unhappy. When I started slimming down, but I had no curves, I was still unhappy. When my hair started getting longer, well, I think, well, it had to be this long for me to be pretty. And I'm like, no matter what I do, the issue, like, no matter what I do, I will never be beautiful unless I fix my mind. The issue wasn't my body. The issue was this. And that kind of was like, I was like, wait. Yeah. And I want to tell you this. I'm going to tell you, for anybody who needs to hear this, the issue isn't your body. The issue is your mind. For anybody who needs to hear this, whoever has body issues, it's not your body. Your body's doing its best to keep itself alive right now. And I started treating my body like it needed to be treated. I started separating it from myself. So I was like, I'm thinking of, would I ever treat, if this was somebody else's body, would I ever treat it this way? If this was a plant that wanted to survive, or an animal that wants to survive, like if it was a puppy, would I treat it this way? No. So I started treating it like it was a separate entity from me. So when it was like growling, or when it's like something was off, I was like, oh, okay, let me try to listen to it and figure out what's going on. When I was super, super bloated, that's my body talking to me, telling me, hey, something is wrong. You ate something wrong. You did something, like, what? And I'm building a relationship with my body that I should have done a long time ago. And a lot of women and men need to start doing this, because your body isn't here to make you look. Your body isn't a cosmetic accessory, okay? It is a very thing that's keeping you alive right now, and it deserves to be treated that way. Your body has done so much for you, and it needs to be treated properly, okay? I'm just saying, it's not against you, it's with you. And that's something I had to realize. And to my body, I am so sorry the way I've treated you for all these years, and we're going to go on a much healthier journey. And funny enough, once I started having that mindset, my body started transforming again, back to the way that it was.
Hi. Okay, that's all. Bye.
But yeah, is my body perfect? Yes, it is to me, and it always will be. That's all I need to know. Is it functioning? Okay. Is it doing its best to keep me alive and allowing me to experience the things that I want to experience? Yes. Okay, then it's perfect. Chapter closed. Done and done. So the final thing that I've done, and this was just another, like, after meditation and yoga and something like that, I noticed I was still having these ruts. Like during at night, I would still feel like really, really bad, or and I couldn't pinpoint like what I was doing wrong. Like, okay, I'm feeling okay right now. I'm still having these ruts. Like, what is it that's going through my mind? Like, all right, instead of allowing myself to sink, let's figure it out. Let's dig deeper into this, you know? So, the list happened. I had made I had made a list, and I really, 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 really encourage you guys to do this, because this literally went from, like, I was going from like this to this, because it made everything so much clearer. And it's so stupid. This list is what I don't like, or what makes me happy list, and what doesn't make me happy list. And sometimes this may, if you really don't understand yourself very well, this may take a minute to like combat. And I had put in what doesn't make me feel good. I'm sorry, it doesn't make me feel good is staying in bed all day, eating fast food, being full. I stopped eating so much to fullness and started eating like to completion. Like, oh, I finished my plate and that's it. There are times when I eat when I feel really full, but that doesn't make me feel good. So, eating junk food, eating a lot of sugar doesn't make me feel good. So I was like, okay. So when I do these things, it doesn't always register in my brain at the moment, but then at night when everything's at rest, that's when it comes to me. That's when everything I've done that day comes to me, is at night. And so that's why I don't make the connection that that's what is wrong. Things that do make me feel good: doing yoga, drinking tea, being active, meditations, moving my body, like literally just moving my body, like, walking in the house, going outside, walking in the backyard, all those type of things. Like not eating till I'm full, eating like a couple meals a day instead of eating like a full course, like having a few things. Okay, good, I'm done. I'm not eating because I'm bored. Eating with purpose, I should say. And drinking tons of water. All those things make me feel good. And when I don't do those things and I come back at night, I go over my list. And if I'm feeling really bad, which I've been doing for the past, I wrote this on 9/11, coincidentally. I wrote this on 9/11/2020. And at night, when I'm feeling really down and feeling like something's really off, I go over this list. And I was like, wait, did I stay in bed? Did I take an extra nap today? That's why I don't feel good. Oh, did I eat a lot of food? Was I on my phone all day? Because that's one of my things, is being on my phone way too much, or not being on my phone not with purpose. Like if I'm not learning anything, or if I'm not like doing a video or something, if I'm on my phone just because I'm bored, it doesn't make me feel good. So I was like, was I on my phone with no purpose? Was I overeating? Did I drink high sweets? And I just kind of go over this list. I'm like, oh, yep, I did that today. That's why I'm not feeling good. And then the next day, I try to do all the things that does make me feel good. And I sleep with peace. And I feel so much better. This list is like, I can't explain it. I cannot, it's literally saved my life. Yeah. This list put everything into perspective for me. It's not the bigger things. It's not about setting long-term goals. These are goals. These are things that I can do right now. And this helped give me control over my life when the world is so out of control. So, if you're feeling like me, I know this was a long video. I apologize. If anybody who was willing to just make it through all of this is a message for you. If you're feeling anything like I was, make a list. Gain control. You can have control over your life. You just have to at least try. If you give up, then that's the end. There's hope if you look for it. There's hope if you look for it. But if you choose to give up, then that's the end. That was a terrible, terrible, terrible speech. But anyway, I hope this video helped anybody. I'm finally taking my own control back from my body and my mind, and it's going amazingly well. And I have future videos planned. I'm gonna try to be back, create a schedule, and try to at least post once a week. And it's not gonna be always hair videos. It's gonna probably be more updates on my mindset, maybe see what I do in the morning, and I don't know, but I'm going to try to change my channel into something that's more than just about hair. I mean, like, I love doing hair. I probably will always continue to have some videos about hair, but there's only so much you can do before it starts getting repetitive. And I'm doing less and less extreme things with my hair. So I don't think you guys need to know over and over how I wash my hair, or over and over how I moisturize it, unless a large majority of people ask. Probably not gonna do it. Just saying. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Come back. Please stay subscribed. Also, hello, new acquaintances. Like, where did y'all come from? I haven't even been posting, and y'all just decided to subscribe. Okay. Hi. But, oh yeah, sorry that you came when I now deciding to shift my channel. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys subscribe and stay subscribed. Stay subscribed, and yeah, hopefully I'm gonna post more often. Stay locked. Bye.